It's been a month since I started 3D printing with my Bambulab A1 Mini. For the past week, I've been working on this Totoro-inspired marker holder. I first tested out with a single color print and then painted the details. You can see some obvious flaws here. In this video, I will show you how this marker holder is made from initial sketches to the finished product. I added a window to this marker holder to make it more customizable. This is the final print. We will remove the support together at the end of this video. I first made simple sketches of the tree trunk marker holder and the characters to be inserted. I then cut papers of the actual size they will be printed and tested what colors to use for these characters. I tried to limit each character using 4 or less colors to make the printing process easier. Imported the character sketches and did the artworks in Procreate. I will now show you how to 3D print these. Calcifer and Kappas were the hardest to print as they consist of 5 colors. First, we will convert the image to SVG before importing to the slicer. I found this page from Google Search. Upload your image and choose how many colors to generate. 4 colors for Totoro. The preview looks good to me. Download the SVG file. These are the artwork imported and printed successfully. I will show you the process and settings. I will import the Totoro SVG we converted just now. We will adjust the size and thickness of this plate, then select the filament colors. I want each side of the plate to be 70 mm long and 2 mm thick. I will set the multicolor thickness to 1 mm thick and add another 1 mm of gray color on top. Now I will match the filament colors of Totoro. Option 1 is to print it directly like this. Adjust thickness to 2 mm. Since each layer is multicolor, it will take longer time. 1 hour 30 minutes. We will change the wall generator from classic to arcane. Now I will show you option 2 that will save printing time and filaments. First, you can center the main object or set the world coordinates easy to remember. Next, right-click the main object and add a cube. Adjust the size of this added cube and position the cube to the same world coordinates. Drag down this added cube until it touches the main object. I'm checking if they are 1 unit now. I think the multicolor plate can be even thinner. Again, we will drag down the added single color plate and then adjust the whole unit to 2 mm. Now we have reduced printing time from 1.5 hours to 50 minutes. You can also reduce the flushing volumes to save filaments and time, but for a small print, I usually just leave it default. You can see the filament distribution of each layer by dragging this vertical bar up and down. So I can check that I will have 3 layers of multicolor printing. That should be enough. The bottom bar is how the nozzle will move in each layer. Now let's print Totoro. Printing first layer. First layer is done. Finishing the last layer. So excited to see if it will look nice. I'm happy with it. I will show you how to print more than 4 colors on the same layer towards the end of this video. You can also choose from chapters. Now let's print the marker holder. I first drew it in Nomad Sculpt and then added the structure in Tinkercad. This single color first print will take almost 8 hours. I am printing it with Bambulab PLA matte filament. So far so good with the default temperatures. Let's come back and check in a moment. I noticed some abnormality as it started to print the inside of the marker holder. I quickly looked up online. It could be the temperature that's too hot. So I adjusted the temperature lower to 200 degrees Celsius. Seems to be doing better. It is printing fine now. I will keep this temperature settings for the rest of the print. The single-colored marker holder looks quite nice. Some leaves do not attach to the main object. I will increase the support threshold in the next print. I increased the tree support threshold to 30% in the second print. It is also multicolor. It will take 30 hours. I will manually pause and switch the filament color from red to dark green in order to have 2 leaf colors on the top layers. I also changed the sparse and fill pattern to Archimedean chords 5% as it saved a bit of time and filament. The next day I woke up and already saw a few things went wrong. I tried to give it a temporary fix before it continued to print. The bottom part of flower did not adhere to the main object, as well as the green leaf. So I used a blue tack to add a support for it to continue to print. I hope the rest of the print will go smooth. So I went on with my day and kept an eye on the printing through Handy app using the built-in camera from time to time. As predicted, a leaf did not adhere quite well. I will make adjustment to the 3D model for the final print. This support branch was not sticking to the leaf, so I added a blue tack. Also, I changed the filament from red to green as soon as the mushrooms were done printing. This Totoro marker holder has produced this much poop so far. It is done, my first print that took more than a day to complete. And it had so many flaws. Also this much poops. Now let's remove the support and hand paint the details of the 2 marker holders we printed. This is the prime tower. How can I upcycle this? Now we will remove the support of the second print. Oops, the leaf did not stick to the tree trunk. We'll make adjustment to the final print. I definitely need to change the angle of these flowers. They are fine in the single color print, but not the multicolor one. Let's look at them side by side. 30 hours multicolor versus 7 hours single color printing. We will hand paint this together now. I will paint on sanded parts and unsanded parts to compare the results. I had fuzzy skin on both of them. White marker does not come out quite well on colored filament, even the tree trunk is a light tone. Let's color on sanded surface and see how it looks. It is much easier to color on sanded surface, the paint sinks in. It was so much work to sand just one leaf though. But since the paint sinks in better on sanded surface, I am willing to test a few more objects to see the results. I will also UV resin it afterwards to seal the paint. Have to admit, it is not most comfortable to paint looking at my phone camera screen. I got green paint on my palm and on one of the flowers. It takes much longer time to dry on sanded areas. I am regretting it a bit now as the mess bothers me. Also, the back of the mushroom is hard to reach with acrylic markers. Now I already know I prefer to multicolor print the marker holder instead of hand painting it. I drew the tree trunk marker holder in Nomad Sculpt and Tinkercad. I am making some final changes to the main model in order to fix the printing errors I encounter. I forgot to say before exporting the 3D model. So I will also show you at the same time how I drew the bark texture with the crease tool. But before that, I will re-angle the flowers that wouldn't print properly. I will make sure it is touching the main object. Simply use the gizmo to make adjustments. Now we will add the tree bark texture using the crease tool. I tried to draw it as close as the previous one possible. For the final print, I am going for a dark brown shade. Now let's print it. In order to get the perfect print, I'm using my filament dryer to make sure the filaments are dry. It is very humid here in Hong Kong. So far so good. I started the printing at night so I can change the filament from red to green when I wake up. It is almost done printing the mushrooms and everything is in place and adhering well. I am happy. I will wait till the mushrooms are done printing. Then I will change the red filament to dark green for the leaves to print in the top part of this marker holder. So much wastage. I guess the next video will be about what to do with all these poops. Any ideas? I can't believe I forgot to change the filament. I got distracted doing other things and left home for a break. Came back and it already almost finished printing. However, red leaves actually look quite pretty on dark brown. It is a beautiful mistake. I was supposed to change it into this color. Now I'm thinking, should I print a fourth marker holder? But looking at this box, I think I will make a new design instead. I have spent enough filament on this tree trunk. Maybe you guys can try out different colors from me if you like this design? Yay, it's done! The printing came out perfect. None of the support branch came off during the print. I have a full box of filament poops from testing this design. Now let's remove the support together. I'm taking a moment to appreciate technology as I'm not a good handicraft maker. I tried hand making a lot of things and I know I'm not good at it, but I do plan to make clay work soon. Which character do you think looked the best in dark brown tree trunk? From imagination to making it real. Absolutely one of my dreams coming true. I will be hand painting the pistols now. I can handle painting just one color. This is so pretty. I personally like Kappa's most, with this tree trunk and the character itself. I will show you a side-by-side comparison of the light and dark color tree trunk marker holder. They both took 30 hours to print. We can easily add a pause during the print among layers, but not during the layer being printed with the Bambulab A1 and A1 Mini. We will have to manually pause the machine or make use of the time while it's printing other colors to change the filament. I will explain to you how it is being done looking at the preview, and switching the filament together during the actual printing process. Now we will move the vertical tab to the bottom, the first layer. I will set the paint color to use light brown slot or white as they are the closest shades. Previewing the first layer, let's look at how the nozzle runs. After drawing the outline, it will first color the face and then eyes and then the nose, which means I will switch filaments while it is printing the eyes in the first layer. Since the colors light brown and pink are similar tone, only print 5 colors on the first layer will look fine. The sequence of the third layer is the same with first layer. I will show you how switching colors is done. My original plan was to change filament on all 3 layers, but I missed it during the second layer. Now we are printing the third layer. I'm switching light brown to pink while it works on printing other parts. As soon as it finished pulling back the pink filament, I'm switching it to light brown for the rest of the print. Now I can leave the printer to finish its job. Hope this helps. Will you download and print this design? Do you think it is worth 30 hours to print the multicolor version? Let me know in comments. Thanks for watching.